Tyler, the Creator's new album, Don't Tap the Glass, is dropping in only a couple of hours. It's crazy to even say that. This time I didn't just get up to talk to you about this, but we did get some new info on this, like also the exact time when it's dropping, and we had a fake track list going around that Tyler quickly shut down. So today, we obviously have to talk about this, so let's jump straight into this.
If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip-hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description.
You can now sign up for my free newsletter with the first link in the description. It comes every Sunday, so today, and goes over everything that's been happening in hip-hop over the past week, so make sure to do that. So obviously, Don't Tap the Glass is dropping tomorrow, July 21st. We talked about this just yesterday when Tyler crazily out of nowhere announced this new album. We have the vinyls up, we have him confirming this at a Brooklyn show, but let's jump straight into the news that we have on this that happened since yesterday, because I do believe all of you know what's going on. I don't need to tell this twice. But he did have a second night in Brooklyn, so a second show in Brooklyn, and at that show, he actually, so you remember the first one, he said goodbye with the words "Don't Tap the Glass," and we also had that action figure of the Don't Tap the Glass alter ego. This night in Brooklyn, so last night, he actually had a little short clip of him sorting through vinyls. Legendary vinyls, and one of them was the Don't Tap the Glass vinyl. So he was indirectly saying this album is among the greats. I think it was a pretty cool clip. Obviously, it doesn't tell us anything concrete about the record. I mean, that's just a little teaser. And then we have to talk about the track list that's been going around, because there was a fake track list also reposted by Complex Music. So you would have thought this was kind of a serious thing, but this actually, let's take a look at this track list before we talk about Tyler shutting this down. So as you can see right here, it was divided into these three parts that are also the three parts of the rules that we can hear on don'ttaptheglass.com. So we had the first part was body movement, and it says don't sit still with Kendrick Lamar, idling with Malice, marathon/treadmill with Lil Wayne. Then the second part, only speak in glory, which was the second rule. Leave your baggage at home, this was the subtitle. Then Be Real with Pusha T, Champagne and Replica with Steve Lacy. And the Pusha T thing isn't that far-fetched, because we did indirectly get the confirmation for a push feature from that reply on X. Then the third part was Don't Tap the Glass with Broken Windows with Brent Faiyaz, Open Up with Brad Bad Not Good, then Drive Through with Lola Young, and Through My Lens with Earl Sweatshirt. An Earl Sweatshirt feature would obviously be crazy on this one. Hopefully we still get it. But obviously this was then also reposted by Complex. As I just said, they had this, track list featuring and then listing all of the features that we just went over. And Tyler quickly went on to defend this and say, false, none of these people are on this. I did not post this info. I don't know where you got this from to confirm it. So going openly against Complex Music, which is crazy. They also then kind of apologized in the comments to that post. He said none of these people are on it. Maybe he's just referring to a couple of them, because I could still see Pusha being on here just from that X interaction, but obviously we don't know. But him saying none of these are on here obviously immediately exclude Kendrick Lamar or Pusha T or Malice, which would be too bad, or Earl Sweatshirt. That would have been crazy. Anyway, even without those, it's going to be a good album. And I could still see this thing being divided into these three parts, the three rules, even though Tyler quickly went on to also say that we shouldn't get our hopes up for this, or y'all better get them expectations and hopes down. This ain't no concept, nothing. So he's saying this won't be a crazy concept album like usually his albums are. If you go all the way back to, Igor was crazy, Call Me If You Get Lost, Chromacopia as well. This time around, though, even though we do have a lot of lore with the new alter ego, with the action figure, it seems like, he's not really saying this is a crazy concept. A lot of you let me know your theories about this record in the comments under the last video, which I really appreciated. A lot of you saying Don't Tap the Glass could be the facade he's building up to keep his emotions inside, and you shouldn't tap the glass to break it, to let that free. A lot of great theories I read under the last video. maybe we'll see some of that. Now, let's talk about this because he actually announced the exact time when this would be dropping. A lot of people were asking. A lot of people always ask, when is a specific album dropping? He put on his Instagram story and on X that this is dropping at 6 a.m. EST. So this isn't dropping at midnight EST. It's dropping 6 a.m. EST, which is not even midnight Pacific time. So I don't know why he chose 6 a.m. EST. It's kind of a weird time to choose. It'll be 12 p.m. for Central European time for all my European people out there. So let's see how this goes. At least we do know exactly when it's coming and we're not sitting there all night refreshing the page looking for this to drop. Now we know exactly when it's dropping. That's actually really nice from Tyler because we all know those nights when we're just expecting a record and we just keep refreshing and it never drops. And now I've read a lot of stuff under the last video besides the theories, which were great, saying that this is only a Chromacopia Deluxe because he talked about a Chromacopia Deluxe. We still need the sticky music video, or that this would just be an EP because it's a 2-day rollout. But by Tyler talking about the track list being false, by him saying that we should get our expectations and hopes down because this ain't no concept, that indirectly implies that this is an album. And he knows we are expecting a concept album and we should get our hopes down for a concept album because it won't be a concept album, but it's an album. So I think indirectly he confirmed that this is in fact a full new album. It's not just a single. That was something I never truly understood either, why a lot of people thought that, because why else would you roll out vinyls for a single? I do think it's a full album dropping tomorrow. I mean, that's kind of the consensus. Tyler never spoke out against this, and we saw that if any reputable source posts something that is not true, Tyler is immediately there to defend this. We already saw this 2.5 years ago with Welcome to the Disco. Y'all remember that? He was immediately on social media saying that's not the case. It's not coming. Don't know where you got this from. In this case, he did the same thing as well with just a fake track list. So I do think that everybody posting new album out Monday, Tyler new album. You know, he also reposted a Channel 7 News talking about a new album from Tyler dropping. So he knows that people are talking about a new album, so it's going to be a new album. I'm very excited for this to see how this all turns out. I actually re-listened to Chromacopia today to get in the mood for this new record. It was an amazing experience. Let me know how you feel about all of this. Let me know if you're going to be there tomorrow, 6 a.m. EST, whatever your time zone is. And I'm going to be listening to this. You know, I hope that we can make a video tomorrow talking about how great this record is and how Tyler really did that with a 2-day rollout that was honestly better than a lot of long rollouts, even if it's just these small lore things with that action figure, with him posting a bunch of stuff. And let's see if there's any concept behind this or if this truly is just a no concept album like he said. But I do want to know what y'all think about this. Please let me know in the comments down below.
If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.